Spanky Harrison here, along with Brab Scuttle, and we're about to play a game of Kings of War. I am playing the Undead. I've got 3 hordes of Revenants. The 2 on each end have command, and then a Lich King and a Revenant King. Those aren't actually Mantic models, they don't have any characters yet. And then over here we have Dwarves, and we've got a unit of crossbows, a unit of shield breakers, a unit of, what were they?
This is Iron...
Well, warrior guys.
Ironclad Horde.
Yeah, a horde of ironclad or whatever. And then the guys with rifles, the Iron Watch. And then he's got an organ gun, and a cannon, and a standard bearer, a warsmith, and a king. He's like just kind of a fighty guy. So Brab Scuttle chose to go first, and we will get back to you at the end of turn 1. Okay, so here we are at the end of turn 1. The Dwarves pretty much just advanced all the way across, and the Undead advanced a little bit. The Lich King shot his shield breakers with a magic spell, did 2 hits to it. Nothing important yet, but it's a start. And then he used, the Revenant King used Dark Surge to make that unit move a little bit faster because Undead are slow. So now we're about to start turn 2, and we'll get back to you at the end of that. So here we are mid-turn 2. The Dwarves took a shot at the center unit with their cannon and launched their throwing mastiffs from that big unit there into the center unit. Managed to put some damage on it, but it's a horde, so it doesn't really care yet. They're shambling. So here we are at the end of turn 2, and just kind of shuffled around these 2 hordes, and then the center horde charged into the shield breakers. Rolled kind of terrible, only did 2 more hits. Almost got them to waver, which is sort of like a temporary breaking, but the Dwarves have a special steadfast ability that lets them ignore that on 4+, and he managed to roll a 6. So nothing exciting happened there. Oh, and the Lich King also managed to heal them for 3 points. So they went from being pretty messed up to almost fine, because they also healed 1 for eating a dwarf, because they're evil dead. But now we're about to start turn 3, and we will see what happens. Okay, so here we are at the end of turn 3. I charged in with my Revenant King and my 2 big hordes of Revenants, and healed that one for some with my Lich King. Rolled okay. My Revenant King did pretty awesome over there, did some hits. Revenants didn't really follow up and rolled pretty terrible over there, but still managed to put some hits on him. Unfortunately, nothing exciting came of that. They were once again almost forced to waver, but their stubbornness once again kept them from doing it. So, had a lot of hits on my front line, but he's got some hits on his too, so we'll see what happens, and get back to you at the end of turn 4. So here we are at the end of turn 4. I managed to do some damage over there. The Dwarves pretty much whiffed on those guys. Managed to do a fair bit more damage over there, but I still healed a little bit of it. And put the Revenant King, unfortunately, only put like 2 more hits on the shield breakers. The big horde managed to put 1 hit on the king, but nothing really exciting has happened, so we'll see what happens at the end of turn 5. Alright, so excitement during turn 5. His shield breakers and king managed to roll in and smash that big horde of Revenants, but in return, the Revenant King was able to charge them in the rear and butcher the shield breakers, and the big horde charged the king and only put a single hit on him. He's pretty tough. That unit got healed by the Lich and put a bunch more hits on that unit, getting them down to only having 5 hits. And other than that, the Revenant King took a bunch of hits from shooting, but being an individual, he's hard to hit, and it's fairly tough, so it didn't really work out well. So we're about to start turn 6, which is the last turn, and we'll see what happens. Alright, so here we are at the end of turn 6. The king actually charged the Revenant King and beat him up a bit, caused him to waver, so he didn't manage to do anything, which was lame for me. But he didn't die, so that was really important since the last turn. The horde charged into the king, did like another hit or 2, but didn't really manage to do anything. The big deal was over here, this horde finally managed to break through the horde of dwarves that were over there, and the Lich King like zapped that cannon for like one hit. But breaking that gave the Undead the victory point advantage. Just at the end of the game, Undead win! Hooray! So real quick, any thoughts we have on Kings of War?
I really like the game. Very straightforward, very fast. Honestly, deployment is really big because you can't move and shoot, so you better line your shooting guys up pretty well right at the beginning.
Well, at least the dwarves can't move and shoot with their crossbows and guns. I think bows still can, but anyway.
Yeah, bows still can, but guns and crossbows can't. Having characters, having only played minimal games with 4 characters, changed it up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I found that the more points you have, the more interesting this game is getting so far.
And so we're steadily going to build these armies and build them up and do more games with them. So look forward to more battle reports like this. Really enjoying the system. It's just, like I said, it's straightforward and
yeah, definitely very, very simple. All right, so yeah, that's all we got for now, and hopefully we'll be able to come back with another battle report for Kings of War in the near future. Take it easy.